There are many inventions that have changed mankind and therefore the world as we know it. And yet, this one might be the most impactful of all time. Welcome to the Learning Society. Today we will have a look at this revolutionary invention that won the Nobel Prize. If you like educational videos like the one you're watching right now, please subscribe to the channel. Now let's get started. Over the past century, the global population has grown significantly. According to data from the United Nations, the world's population was around 1.65 billion in 1900 and had reached 7.9 billion by 2020. This represents a nearly five-fold increase in population over the past 120 years. There are several factors that have contributed to this rapid population growth. One major factor is increased life expectancy. Advances in medicine and public health have led to longer lifespans, which means that people are living longer and having more children. In addition, fertility rates have remained high in many parts of the world, contributing to the growth of the global population. The Green Revolution, which involved the development of new crop strains and the use of synthetic fertilizers, has also played a role in population growth. The Green Revolution allowed for the expansion of agriculture and the increased production of food, which helped to support the growing global population. As the population has increased, so has the demand for resources such as food, water, and energy. This has put pressure on natural systems and has contributed to environmental degradation and climate change. Despite these negative impacts, population growth has also brought about many positive changes. It has contributed to economic development and the growth of cities, and it has allowed for the exchange of ideas and cultures on a global scale. The invention that arguably started this and might have had the biggest impact on the world's population is known as the Haber process. A chemical process used to synthesize ammonia from nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas. It allows for the very important production of fertilizers, which are essential for agriculture and the production of food. Fritz Haber was born in Breslau, Germany, now Wrocław, Poland, in 1868. He received his PhD in physical chemistry from the University of Heidelberg in 1891. He then went on to work at the University of Karlsruhe, where he developed an interest in the chemistry of gases. In 1908, Haber succeeded in synthesizing ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen gases, a feat that was considered impossible at the time. He received a patent for his process in 1909, and it quickly became important in the production of fertilizers. He received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1918 for his contribution. Here's how the process works. First, nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas are fed into a reaction vessel under high pressure. Second, a catalyst, typically iron or a combination of iron and other metals, is used to speed up the reaction. Third, the gases are heated to a high temperature, usually around 400 to 500 degrees Celsius. Next, the nitrogen and hydrogen react to form ammonia. This reaction is exothermic, which means that it releases heat. Lastly, the ammonia gas is cooled and then collected. The Haber process has revolutionized agriculture by providing a cheap and efficient way to produce fertilizers. Ammonia, which is synthesized through the process, can be used to produce a variety of fertilizers, including urea and ammonium nitrate. These fertilizers are essential for agriculture because they provide plants with the nitrogen they need to grow. Nitrogen is a key component of proteins, and it is essential for plant growth and development. Before this invention was developed, fertilizers were mostly derived from animal manure and nitrogen-rich minerals, such as guano and nitrate deposits. These sources were limited and not always readily available, which made it difficult for farmers to consistently produce enough food to meet the needs of the growing global population. Fritz Haber has made it possible to produce fertilizers on a large scale, which has allowed for the expansion of agriculture and the increased production of food. This, in turn, has contributed to the growth of the global population, as more people are able to access a consistent and reliable source of food. That being said, it has also had some negative impacts on the environment, consuming a large amount of energy and producing greenhouse gases, which contribute to climate change. Additionally, the use of synthetic fertilizers can lead to soil degradation and the pollution of waterways, as excess nutrients can leach into the soil and water. Despite the negative impacts, the benefits are significant. Shortly after the invention, something else happened though. In 1914, the war started. During World War I, the process was also used for a different purpose, the production of explosives. In the midst of the war, Germany was cut off from its usual sources of nitrates, which were essential for the arms industry. As a result, the German government turned to the Haber process as a way to synthesize ammonia, which could then be converted into nitrates and used to produce explosives. The German government established several large-scale ammonia production plants using Haber's invention, and these plants played a critical role in the war effort. After the war, the Haber process continued to be used for the production of fertilizers and other chemicals, and it remains an important process in the chemical industry today. It is generally estimated that around 1/3 of the entire world's food production uses ammonia from the process, and that this supports nearly 4 billion people, or half the world's population. Without it, our planet would be a very different place. What are your thoughts? Is there an invention that made an even bigger impact on humanity? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. See you soon.